Hi, I'm Thembi.
I'm Jonathan.
And today on How to Learn, we're going to be discussing reading the room. And what do we mean by reading the room? Well, we know reading the room is a valuable skill to have, and the ability to quickly assess your surroundings, understand what the mood is in, not necessarily the room per se, but understand the mood with whoever you're speaking to in the organisation, understanding the dynamics, understanding the nuances. There's so much to understand.
It's so easy.
Why doesn't everybody just do it?
Right, do that and move on. Just read the room quickly, move on.
What do we mean by reading the room? Because it's something that people always hear, but what do we actually mean by that?
And I find some of the advice is not problematic, but you wonder about your own biases. So, for example, they say read the room and look at energy levels.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, am I really well qualified to interpret people's energy levels? Because I've gone wrong in the past with this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that somebody, they've really disengaged. No, they're actually listening. They're just reflecting in their own way. Am I qualified to do this? And I've had a career as a trainer, and I've sat in a million meetings at work.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure if I'm that good at this.
Oh my gosh, so you must be like a psychologist and read different behaviours and moods, and is that what we're trying to tell people that they need to do?
Yeah, just quickly go off and become a behavioural scientist, psychologist, and expert in cultural dynamics, and then come back and carry on with the meeting.
I think, for me, when it comes to reading the room, if, for example, I'm asked to deliver a training session, I'm always going to ask the person, why is it that you need me to deliver this training session? You're preparing. So a skill with reading the room isn't necessarily about just going into a space and instantly picking up on things. There's preparation that you should be doing. So understanding the group dynamics, what are the nuances? And so if you are commissioned, you can say, what's the issue that we're trying to resolve? Come on now, tell me, who should I be looking out for? Is there anything that I should be picking up? You can ask those questions that will prepare you.
This feels like good advice.
I've been burnt by not getting
So don't go in cold. Don't go in and think you can read it. But if you do have to, there are certain clues to look out for. I mean, you look out for side chats.
Yes.
That's one of my sort of red flags if we're sort of losing the room. It might be because people are really interested and they have a need to discuss with each other, in which case break up the main session and go into side chats properly. Otherwise, it annoys other people. People playing around with laptops and phones, I think that can go either way.
It can. Some people are listening and some people are doing their emails. Yeah. And so the person that you think isn't listening is actually listening, and the person that's doing the emails, they're not listening as well.
And the person who's staring at you intently with both eyes open, their head's away in shopping, holiday, whatever. Yeah. So I always question myself on this.
Yeah. I also think in terms of reading the room, so as learning development practitioners, we probably are subject matter experts, and we can go on this amazing course and think, oh, this is great, everybody should go and do it.
Yeah.
Now, when you want the business to do this training course, do you just go and knock on the door and say, you must go and do that? Or how would you engage with the organisation to get them on board?
Yeah, this is the paradox of mandating. The more you try to mandate something, the less people do it. I think this is about organisational dynamics, is it? And reading the workplace. So reading the room is when you've got a bunch of people around the table. Reading the workplace is much harder, or just as hard. And I think people can go wrong when they think they can employ a sort of directive style of leadership.
Yeah.
Whether you're trying to impose something or just make a decision stick, where if you actually read the organisation properly, you'd understand you have to build alliances, persuade, build a consensus, takes longer, and isn't suited to everybody's psychological setup.
Yes.
But that's about reading the workplace.
So that's and this is where we talk about building relationships, because building relationships with individuals can translate to building relationships with wider team, then understanding what the organisation culture looks like. Yeah. So whilst that word reading the room actually applies everywhere.
Yeah, it's just having that situational awareness, and the advice you gave about preparing, but also the advice about building the relationships.
Yeah.
And it helps in a presentation setting. They do say, if you're talking from the stage, you're nervous, if there's just one person a friendly face, and you can just occasionally glance at them and they're sort of doing something encouraging, like nodding, not nodding off, but nodding in support. Just that can help you get through it. So, you look around the room for friendly faces as well as for, behaviour that you don't necessarily appreciate so much.
That's true. It's also making me think about interviews. So when you get a interview question and the person doesn't answer the question, and you can see people nodding and thinking, oh, you've not answered the question.
But that's another one. Have they frozen, or are they thinking really hard about it?
I don't know, but from an observation point of view, like, oh, you're not reading the room here, are you?
So there we are. Reading the room, really easy skill to pick up.
Absolutely easy. Everybody should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why haven't you done it already?
Exactly.
Okay. But good luck as you go forward in meetings or in an organisational setting. Great. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
And thank you for listening.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye.